Welcome back, book besties, to the podcast where we dive into stories that just don't entertain, but unravel you a little along the way. Today's episode is all about Shattered Peace by Megan Russ, a novel that takes the idea of healing and flips it on its head. Because what happens when life you carefully rebuilt isn't built on the truth? This story is about memory, identity, and dangerous comfort of not knowing. Our main character has been told she survived something terrible, but no one seems willing to tell her exactly what. And the deeper she digs, the clearer it becomes. Peace isn't always peace. Sometimes it's just silence dressed up as safety. We're talking suppressed memories, emotional manipulation, and the kind of revolutions that force you to question not just what happened, but
Okay, I just want to start by saying, um, I devoured your book, and I'm in the second book, and I just ain't said nothing yet because I was kind of traumatized. I had to take a sec. It is a very good book, though, and I'm steadily trying to talk my husband into reading it also. Uh, Girl, he's one of those like I gotta beat him across the head with the book, and then he'll read it because I won't shut up about it. I'm gonna read you your little intro. Oh, girl, I already have. Um, I'm gonna read you your intro that I wrote for you, so you know what it says. Apparently, she decided to start yelling, so Daddy shut the door on her, or she's shutting the door. I can't tell. She's back there fighting with the doorknob. Come get your niece. And then here goes the dog. No, no, that's a hellion right there. Pookie just be a hellion. I got a demon, you got hellion. There's a difference. Mine is worse. Uh-huh. Did he break it? Megan, if you don't know, our kids are 3 months apart, and both of us got told we would never have kids, and then ended up pregnant at the same time. So we are blessed, but we're also have a very hilarious time with these kids. All right. It says, "Welcome back to the podcast where we dive into stories that just don't just entertain, but unravel you a little along the way." Today's episode is about Shattered Peace by Megan Russ, a novel that takes idea of healing and flips it on its head. Because what happens when the life you carefully rebuilt isn't built on the truth? This story is about memory, identity, and the dangerous comfort of not knowing. Our main female character has been told she survived something terrible, but nobody seems to be willing to tell her. And the deeper she digs, the clearer it becomes peace is not always peace. Sometimes it's just silence dressed in safety. We're talking suppressed memories, emotional manipulation, and the kind of revelations that force you to question not just what happened, but who you really are. So, if you're ready for a deep dive into a story that lives in the gray area between victim and responsibility, stay with us because this one doesn't just break the surface, it shatters it. And I will say that better when I record it. I rehearse it a couple times before I record it for the actual podcast, but I always like you guys hearing what I wrote about you. I, and it You can use it anytime. It's yours, baby. I just try to make sure I do you justice. So, Miss Ross, oh, it's okay. It was a good type of traumatized though. It was. I was. I was highly impressed in your book and the way you wrote it, especially because you were able to put so much character in your characters. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like you could sit there and be like, "Oh, that's so yeah, like that's so and so that I know. That's so and so that I know." Like you could tell who in your life reflected the people that were in your book. It was wild reading it. And I know that sounds weird. Yeah, it's very it's not even just that it's eclectic. It's like they all fit somehow. Somehow or another, they fit in that little box that people make. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna get into some questions. Uh-oh. But I have what's that? You getting her chair? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. He's leaving to go get Zero so she can come home from work. But getting into your questions, what is something you learned about your characters that surprised you during writing process? Oh, okay. So no, okay. So I'll ask the question again because I can crop all this. It's yeah. So, what is something you learned about your characters that surprised you during your writing process? It doesn't have to be the same. So my question is, so I'm guessing that when you were in school, you had a friend group that was just a group of misfits. Yeah, yeah. You could see that in your book. Yeah, it right. Even that like the mini romance that's starting that you can kind of see. Um and I say mini because I don't know what's happening in book 2 yet. But even in that you can feel the difference between the how it becomes what it is and how they you're just hoping you get to see how they grow, but at the same time, you really don't care about the romance. You just want to find out what these little creatures are that are crazy. Mhm. And when I finished your book, I still remember DMing you like, "Hey, like, when's the book 2 coming out again? Wait a minute." And it was like 3 days later. I'm like, "Yes, yes, we get to know." Uh-oh. Did we lose her?
That they're going to be given, and how crazy is it going to be?
Right. I think we lost you for a sec.
Oh no! I'm
Yeah,
not sure what to
I heard like the last 3 words you said.
tell. Okay, what was the question again?
Oh no, I was just saying we it felt like we were you were like, "Yeah, 3 days from now." And I was like, "Yes!
Oh
Yes."
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm on a cliffhanger in book one, but it's that kind of so
You
you
know
know
there's
something's
more.
going to happen, and so you want book two.
Yeah.
That this can't, it's a complete story, but yeah, you want to dive back into the world, find out
Yes.
where the characters go.
And that was an awesome thing too. Your world building was phenomenal. I'm just gonna let you know that now.
Thank you.
World building was amazing. You could, I swear, you could see it like a movie as it was while you're reading it. It's just like, oh my God. And not I mean, a lot of authors do that, yes, but not the way you
Mhm.
did because it was very
Well, thank you.
detailed, very structured, and I loved it. Absolutely.
I think it definitely helps that it's built off and so I have all those notes, and we built that world, and so it's the world pretty well
Yeah.
before diving into writing it. So it helped a little bit of it is very much a living
Right.
the system of
Because you did the background to write it. Yeah,
government.
that
Yep,
I get
yeah. It's not in here, but I know it.
it. I love it. I told you I gotta get it. I gotta get it on my shelf. I gotta get it. So you talked about in one of your questions, and I didn't know if you would like to elaborate anything for other people who may be going through this, but you were talking about how one of your characters has P PS sorry, PTSD
PTSD.
and anxiety, and I could tell that represented very well in your book. I just wanted you to know that, but I didn't know if
And
you would
it
like to
definitely,
elaborate.
oh yeah, I'm totally down. I mean, the main series revolves around this group of soldiers through some pretty dark stuff, and kind of how they recover from it. You've seen kind of dived into that a little bit, characters even more, which I loved getting them to develop. But yeah, I mean, Reed has a history of training war college of the Leaf. She has a little bit of a sad history, which is actually that would be this one right here. Backstory, the runaway,
Okay.
and it goes what happened to her before she got here,
Oh, I got
and some of the issues she has and why she feels around her, why she feels so strongly herself with.
right. Yeah. Okay. I
And
gotta
then yeah, in
write
book
that
two we
down.
definitely dive into the
The runaway.
PTSD from book one and book two, and I'm currently working on book three where it's developed even more. And it's in a bigger way, and it's going to kind of develop she's mentally handling
Y'all are gonna
everything they've
quit
been through.
teasing me on this podcast, okay? Like you got listen, okay? Y'all know my email. End of story. Y'all know my
You would
Okay. All right.
see how quickly I get it written.
So, note to self, take my time with book 2 and stay in the world as long as I can. Okay.
I'm excited. And
Oh, what?
I said I'm excited to read it.
It was
I know. She was a really big
it was a world.
I love the book.
I will say,
Yes.
if you so, and I was talking about it with Runa. Um, if you because both of us are Sarah J. Maas, so I always go back to the world building of that. Um, these particular two authors, Luna and Megan, both have a fantastic way of letting the development of their world expand throughout the story that just they it takes the words just fly off the page in your head because you
Where did
see
you get a lot of your ideas for the It was inspired by a D&D campaign that me and my husband actually, it's still a living world. Um, my head while I was going through my breast cancer treatment during 2024. So we played D&D pretty much every stew, and when I was with just have a story to tell and just took off with it. And then I was so
well, congratulations.
now yeah, I tried about it. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff that I have to throw in there occasionally, but for the most part, you guys trail and go through their crazy missions and this monastery, and then book 2 expands.
Yep.
That's gonna be loud. Can you guys hear that?
Huh?
Thank goodness. No.
Oh, no, I don't hear it. Although I'm
Okay,
partially deaf and I'm
I think my
reading the
neighbor.
words you say on the screen, so don't nobody know. Shh. I don't tell everybody. But yeah, I will praise your book. I'm just letting you know. I am. I know. I do that to everybody, and everybody can say that. But at the end of the day, I'm the one praising it, so it doesn't matter because I'm the one who read it, and I get to praise it.
I exactly. I love these traumatized children and stuff, and it's like, yeah, the
When they
sort of a
began.
coming of age
Yeah.
story. Yeah, when they begin school age, yeah, and here you go, go fight some stuff.
Yeah, it's well, what I was trying to do was explain like how the monastery how it works because I noticed a lot of the kids were there at a very young age and they did not know their
Yes.
background. So it was like a give and play like what do I put in here so it doesn't give spoilers but at the same way draws people to read your book.
Yeah, and yeah, and we don't see a lot of
No.
as far as them being kids in Lynn's backstory. We will see a little bit of more monastery life and when he's a kid. Um, but yeah, during the actual just going out into the woods and
And they are
getting stuff
quirky and fun and we're just praying they're not gonna die. Uh-oh. We have a Discord bot. Is it me this time?
I can still hear you. Yeah,
Oh,
it looks like
okay.
she's frozen though.
Yep.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
she
my
is.
turn.
Yeah.
It was my
It's just going through all of us.
Yeah, one apiece. We all got to get it.
Why not?
Right. Paula, would you like to say anything else before I go to the last question?
You know what? I'm actually excited about this book, and I think you actually warned me to not read this because I have a certain um
Trigger.
there are certain books that I can't read, but after listening to you guys, I kind of really want to read it now.
I would say
Um,
just keep in
I'm
mind that it
excited.
has that childlike aspect at the beginning, but it does change fairly quickly, and that's what I was telling you.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell very
Yeah,
quickly.
They go from their graduation to they're soldiers pretty fast. So and they are adults. They're not teens or anything. So, but yeah, it's
you know,
very much a coming of age story though. They're
it almost
young and
remi-
learning their place.
it almost reminds me of another series that I read, and I actually just found out they have a series on it on Amazon. I believe the title is The Darkest Minds. But listening to you guys talk about your book, it almost reminds me of that.
Nice.
It's just in the character sense, of the ages and stuff, nothing else because I haven't read your book. But just as what you guys have talked about is what it reminds me of the children. And I handle that fairly well. Even though the youngest one there I think was like 7 or 8.
Oh, wow.
It was a good series. So
Yeah, well
I will be
then,
checking it out.
I always
I know. I mean,
warn the sisters.
yeah, I mean, our female main character is an elf who's 90. So I mean, technically, she's not a kid at all.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't gonna tell it.
Yeah,
now I'm even more
so yeah,
excited because those are my favorite kind of books.
yeah.
Well, trust me, this one's worth
It's
every
quite the
minute.
cast of character, and yeah, and it comes with a glossary in the back. So yeah, if you're curious about like the world more so than the story covers, you can go and look up stuff about the monastery and the races, and a little bit about like the world and stuff, the history. But
It's
yeah,
very
but
neat.
I don't want to exposition too much in the book.
Hey, someone else might want to play it too.
Never know.
So the last question we always ask is, would you like to ask us anything? And you said, how can I help spread the word about the podcast and get more indie authors to come join your discussion? And in all honesty, you already do. What you're doing is amazing.
Sharing it.
We appreciate everything everybody does, sharing a post, speaking out. All that stuff means the world to us because we're just here for you guys. So,
Yep.
that's all that
And, I,
matters
and
to
I'm,
us.
I'm and I'm big on engagement and
Yeah,
replying and trying to watch the podcast and
yeah.
comment, trying to be constructive comments. Sometimes it's like it was just really good. I look forward to it. It's
I
like
have a
that's
bad
just adding
habit of
so many
just
books
being
to
like,
my
I love
TBR.
everybody's book.
Yeah,
You do stuff.
But you know what? I go into so many different worlds that
You
it's
do.
worth it. It's worth it.
Definitely.
Just don't look
I
at
think
how
that's one
many
of my
it
books I
really
read
is.
in a month.
favorite.
But Miss Megan, I am in book 2 and I'm not going to say nothing, but I am going to say that I had to take a moment. Um,
Where in book 2 are you?
you know, uh so I had to take a moment because I was reading another arc that someone asked me to read, and I was in that book before I started your book, and then I realized that I got the date wrong on my calendar, and I was supposed to be done with it tomorrow. So I had to stop reading your book to go back to her book. I get confused on
Nice.
dates. This is why I have a calendar.
Right.
So
I got a
trust
I
me.
board.
made myself cry 3 different times writing this book. So
But that's the way.
It, it,
That's
it was heavy.
see
It is heavy, and it was heavy to write. So yeah.
all these little all
That's
these
awesome.
little twisters that y'all are putting me through, and y'all wonder why I don't sleep. Everybody wonders why I don't sleep. It's because of that book there and all the other books and
It's quite the emotional roller coaster with this one.
I have dreams of things coming after me and stuff. Yep. It's everybody else's fault. Well, Miss Megan, do you have anything you would like to add before we bid you a farewell?
Um, book one is available now. Book two comes out in July 2026, and if you want to read it before then, just reach out to me and the review copy.
You've already
So
copied it. It's not
Yes. Yeah.
yep, I got the proof copy. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm the proof copy of it.
Also, everybody remember that her book is available on KU and it's
Yes,
worth the paying nothing to go read it. Come on, people. Um, but
nothing
you
to
also,
read on.
yes, go read it on KU. She also has books available from her on her. It's on your website, correct? Where people can order books from you.
I believe there's a contact
Okay.
or you can just reach out to me on pretty much any social
Yes.
at Megan Russ, and I will give you the form because there's a form
And y'all
to
have
give you.
might want to watch her drama with another author on TikTok because that's what drew me into her, which was hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's kind of how it seems to work over there sometimes.
Yep, yeah. But it got onto my For You page, and because of that, me and you met. So I am excited about it.
And I will keep sharing stuff out because yeah, they're
Right. And we will, of course, love to have you back sometime in the future when your next book comes out. That way we can, well, we're going to shout it from the high heavens anyways because I'm reading it. But I hope you have